Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Toy, a critic for Film Book. Today I will be reviewing Evil Eye. Evil Eye is directed by Ilan Dasani and Rajiv Dasani. It is written by Madhuri Shekar and stars Sarita Cowdrey, Sunita Mani, and Bernard White. I butchered a bunch of those names, I realize, so please feel free to correct me on my pronunciation. This movie is the story of a young woman who dates a guy who at first seems to be too good to be true, but it turns out he's a killer who's after her mom. You know, like he's an old boyfriend and he's coming back to kill her mom in spirit form. Look, I'm gonna cut right to it. This is not only the worst movie of 2020, I realize we don't have a lot to compare it with this year, so I can go ahead and say that this is amongst the worst movies I've ever seen in my life. And look guys, I tried. I really tried. I tried to find something good about this movie, some way to compliment it, and I absolutely couldn't. The acting was atrocious, the mood was sluggish, the story was beyond predictable. The only good thing I can say is that the directors managed to make it look like a passable movie. By looks, by visuals alone, that's it. But there weren't really many special effects in this movie. Now, I'm sure you women have been asked this question when you're dating somebody new. Are you sure he's not a serial killer? He seems too good to be true. That's this movie. Except with no imagination. There's nothing more to it except for some really bad acting. I swear, I think the Sharknado movies have better acting than this movie does. Now, if I had to give any of the actors a passing grade, I'd give it to Sunita Mani, who plays the young woman who's dating the guy. But the guy she dates, however, Omar Mascati, I never want to see him in a movie again. I'm talking Jake Lloyd, Star Wars prequels bad. Worse. He makes Jake Lloyd look like the Leonardo DiCaprio of 6-year-olds. This guy's a full-grown man. He has no reason to be this bad. At least with somebody like Jake, we could blame it on George. But with this guy, Omar, he has no excuse to be this bad. Now, Sarita Cowdrey, I'm so sorry about the mispronunciation, but she's top billed here. I recognize her from Hunger Games and some other movies. I don't even want to say she's passable in this movie because her resume is quite long. She's been in a lot of stuff. You recognize her. But even in this, I think that even she knew she was stooping to a new low by taking on this movie. Now, this is the part where I'm supposed to get into spoilers, but I'm going to have to say, if you haven't seen this movie, stick around because this story is so paper thin. It is so empty that even IMDb didn't know what to write for this movie. So in the synopsis, it gives the entire ending away. There's nothing to give away in this movie. Here's how predictable this movie is. Are you ready? In 5 seconds, I'm going to say the word codswallop. Okay? Now I want you to guess what the next word I'm going to say is. 5 seconds. Here we go. Codswallop. That's how predictable this movie is. It's no imagination. It made me actually mad to watch this movie. It was so bad. But in case you missed this movie, and I hope you do, it all comes together in this very predictable short climax where the mom has dinner with the daughter and her boyfriend. He attacks them both. Mom saves the daughter's life by knocking him out. She ends up in the hospital. Mother and daughter reconcile the differences that they had. The end. If I could go lower than a 1, I would. But this movie, no, I can. I give this movie a 0. A 0 out of 10. I don't do that often. I really don't. I can find good things in bad movies. I just watched Batman v Superman for the first time, and I found some good things in it. And that brings us to the conclusion of my review for Evil Eye. I'd like to thank you for watching. You can find more of my videos on my YouTube channel if you search Andrew and Sarah Beth Toy. And I want to add too that I'm actually working on a project of my own where I will be reading from my own book, The Man in the Box. And it's going to be a podcast. I'll probably put it up on YouTube as well. So I'd love for you to tune in and hear that reading of my book. And for that, you'll find the link in the description below. If you like this video, click the thumbs up down below, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to leave a comment. Even if you disagree with me, leave the comment, because if we agreed on everything, We'd have nothing to talk about. And please, also consider becoming one of our patrons on our Patreon. The link is in the description below. Your support helps us to continue to create engaging content. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.